feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me,
EA Sports. And we'll see Evan Ingram. It was a bye week for him last week. He's ready to get back out there in this one. It's the
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Man open is Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless, really.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
2nd and 9 now. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Solomon Thomas coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. An update from Buffalo, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They go play fake. Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fournette on the counter. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got it, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. bringing up second down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Up the middle, Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. They'll set up a throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Tony. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second and 5. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
On first down, Presley only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding, offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now third.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Packers! From 4 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. A beautiful fake.
Well, this ain't trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 7-7, our score after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Aaron Jones from 8 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. It's caught by Hooper.
He's got the 1st down and more.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Diggs.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. Now Mahomes. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Bengals at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's complete to Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Up the gut, Fournette. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Buying time. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He's got Hooper on the out route.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man open left side, it's Williams.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We begin with the Battle of the Purple. Minnesota squaring off against Baltimore. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Jalen Darden, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Tua Tagovailoa, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Packers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was defended by Bryce Hall.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Oh, the return is Bowden. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
He was brought down there by Julian Love.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue. first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Mike Williams,
44 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
This is caught by Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Back to throw. Caught left side, Williams.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau, and their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They go back to the ground with Jones. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
From the 24, Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that gets them back within 10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Personal foul. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man right side is Ingram.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3.
An inside give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd
They'll set up a throw.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll run it with Jones. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Holding. Offense.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah.
We welcome back all of our viewers to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. All of our viewers to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We're on to the 4th quarter, and it's the Packers who are currently in control of the football. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. It's complete to Diggs. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got Hooper on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now it's Mahomes again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, had a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Packers, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. There they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings.
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.